tattoo on my neck.
.20. I gotta plug all this stuff in. Okie dokie. High School Huddle begins at 6 o'clock. 1921.20. Man, we got a few people already.
Hunter in the house.
Let's go in order. T-Fred, we will be in and out for tonight's show. I have other business that I have to take care of. T-Fred. Hunter's already given me a hum. I've talked to him a few times today. I told him to leave his Tuttle jersey at home. He's going to be at
He's going to be there Thursday?
He's going to be there tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Wait, who is?
Hunter.
Really?
First time I've been able to catch one live stream this year. Awesome, Hunter.
Hey, Hunter. Nice story on Hunter I read somewhere here.
Hunter.
Where was that? I saw Celebrity.
No, Hunter is
Big time.
not only, he was on 5 and 4.
That's right. Big time.
He is big time. Cody Knox in the house. T. Fred, happy Taylor Swift engagement day to everybody. We will talk about that in the open mic. I don't get it. I truly do not get it. I do not get it.
It's a mystery.
The whole thing's a mystery.
Uh-oh. G. Oliver here. Grant has all the rules.
His rules?
Grant, I hope you went back and watched all the show last week because I mentioned you about 20 before every ranking.
I mentioned Grant with good thoughts.
If he's watching from the
Halliburton
Stadium, who else is he watching it with?
Just
got the whole crew?
He's in a room by himself. He's over there praying. He just realized, just sunk in, he's going to be a daddy. He spent a lot of alone time right now.
If you need tips, ask Chris.
Chris, great dad.
Great dad.
Ronnie, great dad. Phil,
Hunter. Tuttle jersey, brah. I got the list of all the jerseys that Hunter does have.
Does he not have a Tuttle jersey?
I don't think Tuttle was on his list.
Does he have a Guthrie jersey?
He does not have a Guthrie jersey.
Hunter?
And I told him we got to get him to a Guthrie game. He goes, I've been to Guthrie softball other games. I was like, well, that's at other places. And I actually need in
Needs
Guthrie.
to come to the Rock. Yeah, need to come to the Rock, Hunter.
Where does he live? At Purcell?
I think that in the Purcell.
Purcell, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I got trucks in Purcell all the time. You just let me know. I want to bring you back.
You do need to come to the Rock, Hunter.
Yeah.
We'll figure out the jersey thing for you.
Not often I have 2 games on 1 week. Yeah.
Goodness.
Busy.
Yeah.
He had photo dump. I think it was Washington Tuttle. Was that the game I saw you posted today? Dallas here. Grant Oliver, y'all. Boy, Duncan's really taking effect on him. Y'all.
He's a sophisticated.
Trust me, Grant knows the Guthrie football schedule better
Clock,
than we
push
do.
button. Showtime. Act like he don't know when we play tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll probably see him in the stands.
Grant White. I mean, Grant and I came a long ways in our relationship.
He really wants the Blue Jays to do bad this year.
Why is that?
It's every year.
All this is love. All we do is give him love.
Washington Tuttle.
He's been trying to recruit him for the last 2 years, too.
Oh,
It's not working.
Terrible. We need to up the money a little bit.
All right. Well, let's get this off of here and that off of there, and let's hit the intro. Hello and welcome everyone inside the High School Huddle. It is week 0. We are talking football games here tonight. So glad you joined us here for the live show and for the replay as well. Along with Ronnie Phillips, Still Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. We get set for a fun week of opening football. A lot of games on Thursday and a good handful of games on Friday as well. We'll have those predictions a little bit later on as game week is finally here. We got scrimmages last week. We can talk a little bit about that. But, boy, we got some great matchups here to begin the season. It's fun because you get to see 5A take on 4A, 6A1 take on 6A2. So lots to talk about here, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think this time of year, first of all, it's kind of seems surreal that tomorrow night's we're calling our first game.
Yeah.
Got here really fast. But to your point, it is fun that we get to see in these non-district games, get to see matchups, that you just rarely get to see. It gives coaches and players an opportunity to get better and figure some things out position-wise and get ready for district play. But it's always fun. Non-district games are a lot of fun.
Yeah, there are a lot of scrimmages last week, and a lot of times, programs that are established, they don't really give a whole lot of game film or, some new things. So I think a lot of teams, I know Elgin last week, I was able to watch that. Ronnie and I were there. Phil was on assignment. But, we can talk about a little bit. I thought Elgin was very vanilla, which I don't.
Scrimmage.
Yeah, it's a scrimmage. Yeah. And so I know Coach Chalmer probably wasn't happy the way they performed. He said they had a good practice on Monday. But I think a little bit of that's by design. You don't want to give anything away, especially with a whole new team.
I think it's with the way we saw Elgin, they were very vanilla.
Yeah.
Guthrie was very vanilla. Ran their defense was just their normal base. They didn't show anything, which is fine. I mean, that's just the way scrimmages kind of are. It's just kind of to get kids out there against somebody else that they're going to hit and not have to worry about hitting your brother again. And it's just it was fun to see those guys out there, and they you can tell they're enjoying it. I mean, you can tell they're excited to be out there to compete against somebody else other than the same guys that have been doing all summer.
And to your point, I think every it's been this way since the beginning of time. But when you do scrimmages against other schools, it is just what you said. Yeah. It's an opportunity to get them to line up against some other people, see some different faces. It also is a big thing for the coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, coaches are looking for certain things. But,
coaches are still looking for starters.
Yeah. You cannot put a lot of weight in how somebody does at a scrimmage.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you just can't. And, so scrimmages are good for the kids and the coaches.
Good conditioning too, because they go from sideline to sideline. They make circles. I mean,
there's reasons for them, obviously, but if you're wanting to change your predictions or figure out that, they're not as good as we thought, it's a scrimmage. Slow down a little bit.
Best part of it, Chris, real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Done at 8:45.
That's right.
It was great. It was perfect. It's absolutely great.
Well, and
did you guys eat after?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you go?
Not a sponsor, but
yeah, it's a very nice place. I've never been there before.
Yeah, we never went when I went with you.
No. Eric Little was driving, so we had to go.
Of course,
where he
had to go. You guys can't go out of town without each other.
We had to go where he went. So I will say this: just go back on the scrimmaging part. Last year in Elgin, it was Guthrie and Bethany, and Guthrie by far was the third best team on that field that night. Still made the state championship game. Fast forward to last week's scrimmage in Bethany with Elgin and Guthrie. Guthrie by far was the best team that night, so that doesn't mean really a whole lot. No. I think Elgin kept it pretty vanilla. Grant says they were chocolate over where they're at, but
of course you were.
The story. Bethany they had a good senior class last year in 4A. And their two best players transfer from Bethany to Mustang. We talked a little bit about that last week with the transfers, over 200 transfers. But Mustang gets Bethany's two best players. Yeah. And, it was kind of weird because one of the best players is a really good baseball player, too. He's a catcher, and he was actually on my son's summer team. And the other Bethany baseball player didn't know. I think they transferred during the dead period, and the other Bethany kid didn't know that he transferred. And so it was a little bit of tension between the Bethany.
It's like, we pride ourselves on staying on top of these things, but there's so much movement. We missed a big transfer this summer over on the east side.
Yeah.
And I'm just telling you, it is the wild freaking West out there, and it's just hard to keep up.
Yeah, Booker T. Washington, two stud sophomores last year, defensive linemen. One of them, middle of July, goes to IMG Academy. and the other one still has 20+ Division I offers. So, but
he don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah. His family. I read the article, and his family was talking that he'll get better in practice every day going up against IMG kids, and that other schools were in the Tulsa area were interested, obviously, in him. Sure. But they're Booker T through and through is what they said, but they couldn't pass up the opportunity that IMG presents. So we've seen some Oklahoma kids do that. David Stone was at Dale City, and that's one piece that they probably like. They ran into Carl Everett in the semis one year, and the championship I think the other year. I don't know if
that'd been fun. Yeah, that'd been fun to see him on that field with those guys. Yeah. Oh yeah, it'd been good.
And I think when you look at it from the kid and the family's perspective, everything they just said, I believe.
Yeah.
It is a better opportunity for that young man. It is going to make him better. All that's true. I mean, so I don't. I think that doesn't bother me as much as when you see a kid go from Owasso to Bixby, played against Bixby in the state title game last year. Now they're at Bixby.
Yeah,
that runs all through me.
Yeah.
Well, the perfect example was
Shaker.
Well, Shaker really started it all, but
he did.
Jason Moll was one of the 3 running backs out of Owasso. Now he's at Bixby, and guess who they play first game out?
Yeah, I mean, it's just now listen. I know times are different, times have changed. I get all that. I'm the old guy, but I couldn't imagine going from my high school where I grew up playing with these kids my whole life, my best buds, saying, "Hey, I'm going to Bixby next year. See you later."
Yeah,
I just couldn't fathom it. I mean, I just don't understand it.
Another example, as Hunter lets us know, too much movement, but it is what it is. I totally agree, Hunter. Totally agree. I'm like Phil. It just, I will throw another example here, and it's nothing. Everyone, that's why the rule is there. There's a transfer rule. You have one, and I've learned through the OSA has said that. A lot of people, once they transfer, have learned that the grass is sometimes not greener on the other side.
Still got to mow it.
Still got to mow it. Yeah. But, and I'm not trying to throw out one particular school, but I'm always interested, Coach Del Condit goes from Wagner to Muskogee. I watched his coach's show last night, looking for a new challenge to go with that. But, so if you're Wagner, you're like, man, Coach, 6 state championships. I mean,
your name's on the field, Coach.
I get both sides, but then 5 players go from Wagner to Muskogee. I just wonder what the town of Wagner. I mean, it just.
But I thought there was a rule you couldn't follow a coach. Is that just non-OS? That's AAU.
AAU. Yeah.
So what the heck's the difference?
Well, I remember Frank Martin at Kansas, basketball coach at Kansas State. He was a long time at AAU, and they brought him in. I think it was Beasley that followed him there. Yep. So I think that's what it is. A coach, but I just wonder, like towns like Wagner. I mean, that you lose your coach, and I don't know if there's 5 best players, but I'm sure they were 5 pretty good players.
They're not kids that didn't play. I bet.
Yeah. I just
interesting to see how they perform though in 6A.
Yeah.
I mean,
you'll see.
It's not
little.
It's not little ball.
No.
Not that Wagner played little ball, but you know what I mean.
But it's not 6A.
It's not 6A competition. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, another big transfer. I learned this. We talked a little bit about it last week with Smosh Stanford playing for Jinx and then moving over to Broken Arrow. Well, it makes a little bit sense when I hear some more details. So Travis Hill, the head coach there. His dad, Samaj Stanford's dad, was Travis Hill's running back at East Central, and his mom was on the state championship team at East Central. So, his dad and parents probably liked Coach Travis Hill, and that made the difference there too.
Well, and I understand relationships. We all do, right? And there's a comfort level if you trust that coach. It's just, like I said, it is what it is. Hunter said it great. He said it just is what it is, and he's right. But, I think it's just insanity.
Well,
look at there's kids out there that will transfer that won't start.
Well, Dallas brings up, how about Skylar Mormon from Collinsville going to Union and becoming a backup? Well, and he had a chance to be 5A, quarterback of the year, or however you want to look at district player of the year at Collinsville, and he goes to Union. I knew he was in a quarterback battle. Coach Graham talked about both quarterbacks being even. And it looks like, what Dallas is saying, that he did not get the starting job. So
he's stuck there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be a backup.
He's a senior this year.
Senior year, he's not a starter. I mean, it's just,
That would
Still got to mow the grass, like you talked about.
Still got to mow.
I'm with you guys on this, but when we went up to the Jinx game last year and the Wasso games last year and the Bixby games last year, when we got there, the student section, the fan bases, everything was completely different. And you understand. I mean, maybe not so much the Jinx going to Wasso going to Bixby, and those things. Those are kind of are different. But the 5A kids wanting to go to do something like that, I get it. I mean, it's facilities, and the reason IMG. Have you ever seen IMG Academies facilities? It's a business. It's a business, is what it is, and it's absolutely amazing how they treat all their athletes in every single sport.
But those guys that are going to IMG, the 99% of them already have a pocket full of D1 offers. They're all elite kids.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of these kids we're talking about that go from one school to another, most of these kids, most of them, are small college players, and nobody's explained that to them. You know, all these kids think they're going to go play at OU or Texas Tech or wherever. They just need a bigger platform. No, that's not true.
I just looked up the young man from Booker. Joseph Graves is his name, going from Booker T to IMG. Yeah. They said they went down there on their visit, and this is high school. And Joseph Graves arrives in the locker room. There's his name, there's his cleats, and there's his number, and his jersey. All the jerseys had his name on there.
Well, it's the same stuff they used to do for Division I recruiting.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just Division I recruiting, but somebody needs to step up, and adults need to also remind these kids, you know, you're great here at Collinsville, for that example. You're great. You go to Union, we don't know if you're going to get on the field.
Yeah.
Do you want to risk that? And I don't want to hear this, well, yeah, but they're a competitor. No, that's silly. If you're good enough, if you're good enough and you play at Collinsville, you will get the same offers you would get if you were at Union.
They can break down the film. They can break down the film the same.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
Well, one thing I hope that ADs and schools fix is when they give the broadcast, the rosters, it needs to say what score they were previously at, a transfer from. They just like to do in college. Because it's just so confusing, and it would help out a ton, and it'd just be more interesting for us to, as doing the broadcast, say, okay, this is so-and-so transfer from Booker T last year or whatever it may be.
I just think the schools that receive them are embarrassed. I don't think they want everybody to know how many transfers they have.
And
I really think that's part of it.
I think the other side of this, and I don't like the transfer deal. For me personally, when I see a kid go from Jinx to Broken Arrow, I'm like, okay, whatever. It just, my heart, when Wagner loses 5 of their players from their hometown to go somewhere else, that I don't know their situation, but just an outsider looking in, it's just ugh. But I forgot my train of thought. I was getting ready to say something before I said that, but sorry.
Well, that's an interesting statement. From
I want to get to the comments here. I'm trying to remember what. Oh, okay. Maybe it'll come back to me here in just 1 second. Shelly, appreciate Shelly checking us out here. And by the way, we do invite you to drop your comments in there. This is what makes this show really fun, is the back and forth. And so we're talking, but you can be a big part of this show.
And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. We're at 90 now, getting close to 100. This is the brand new YouTube channel.
Start a new channel.
So go ahead and subscribe, and we'll get going here.
Appreciate that. All right. Shelly says, if you were a coach and had to win a championship. Now, thank you, Shelly. You remind me what I said. I'll keep your comment there. I do understand, like, 2 kids from Western Heights go to Del City.
Yes.
A kid from Edison goes to Jinx.
That's an outstanding player. I get that.
Southeast going to Del City.
I get that. I totally get that.
Yeah, I do too.
So it's just that I totally understand. So I don't know if I'm on the fence on this deal, but there are some situations I do understand.
And listen, all of us set up here, we do these shows. We're not privy to what's going on behind the scenes where they're at.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know. In every situation, we don't know. I mean, there could be a lot of reasons why they're leaving. It's just, when you're an old dog, you just get used to the way it used to be, and you don't like change.
The other thing, I'm going to get to you here in a second, Shelly. I watched a podcast with Jason White, the Heisman Trophy winner for Oklahoma. Jason Heisman, and he talked about being from Tuttle, and then his family had thought about moving to another city. He said not too far away, so it takes me
Newcastle, Blanchard,
somewhere near the university is what I was guessing. But he's another. Now football has changed a little bit since Jason White.
Yeah.
But he was Tuttle wasn't like they are now when he was going in 1999, and that's another example.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Jeez.
He said he was headed to Miami. It's a great story. Jason White was headed to Miami. He had his hat. He wore it backwards. And he said it was a Wednesday, and he saw Bob Stoops' introductory press conference when he was hired on the South Oval office. And he said, oh, okay, that's interesting, because John Blake called him twice and really wasn't interested in Jason White. He said he got home from school, and his mom goes, hey, there's a coach that called. You might want to call him back. And so Jason calls him back, Coach Stoops back, and goes, hey, this is Bob Stoops. I know you're committed to Miami, but, man, one of my goals here is to try to keep the best players in Oklahoma here at the University of Oklahoma. I would just love to have an opportunity to talk with you. And he goes, okay, yeah, that's a problem. He goes, when's the best time to talk? He goes, and Jason said, whenever, Coach. He goes, well, Bob says, well, how far is Tuttle from Norman? He goes, about 45 minutes. He goes, I can be there in 45 minutes. And the crazy thing is, Bob Stoops showed up in the same suit that he had, that Jason White saw on TV. Yeah. It's a great podcast.
Makes you feel important.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, absolutely.
Won the Heisman Trophy. That's a kid that if his knees hadn't betrayed him. You always look at the what ifs, when kids just had body parts that just didn't hold up.
What's cool what Jason White said was that maybe that happened for a reason, because he was a runner, and with those injuries, it made him become more of a all around passing quarterback. So he's
good.
So
good.
Okay, Shelly, here we go. If you were a coach and had to win a championship to keep your job, where would you rather coach at? 6A2, 5A, or 4A? No slight to nobody, but the answer is clear.
6A2. All day long. And second would be 5A.
Oh, if you had to win.
If you had to win,
If you had to win.
Be 6A2.
It'd be the easiest.
6A2 would. I mean, I think Choctaw's a clear favorite going into the season. They're just a knob, just a notch ahead of Muskogee and Stillwater. And then you throw Sand Springs in there as a fourth option. But, 6A2 all year long, it's going to be those three teams and
maybe
you'll rotate the fourth, right? Sand Springs a little better. Of course, they've got the big stud, Webb at quarterback at Sand Springs. But, and then 5A, kind of a similar thing. You get past Carl Albert, Del City, Guthrie. I'll throw Booker T in there. It starts getting – it's a little deeper in 5A. It's probably, deep to about, 6 or 7, when you say? 4A, I think, is the deepest classification in Oklahoma high school football. I think it's extremely deep. Yeah,
Shelly, I would just add 4A, the last 7 state championships have been 7 different teams. Carl Albert has gone for 4 in a row. It's hard to get over that. Del City's had 2 great teams over the last couple of years. Couldn't get past Carl Albert, like many other schools. And 6A2, they've had 3 different state championships in the last 3 years, and not counting Bixby. So the last 4 state champions have been different.
Of course, Choctaw's been there almost every year. They finally got over the hump last year and won the gold ball, but they've been in the finals, 3 of the last 4 years?
That's a great question, Shelly.
That is a really good question.
Dallas kids need to realize Ronell Lewis played Class B ball and ended up at OU. Absolutely. In fact, his son, I think his name's Braylon, started at Okmulgee. Now he's back at Dewar. That's where Ronell Lewis, the Dragons. That's where Ronell Lewis and his son now plays for the Dragons, and that's a big part why they're so daggum good last year and this year. Shelly says Ronell was a freak. He really was. He was fun to watch. Shelly probably should have said, this is my wife's account. Oh, too lazy to make my own. Hey.
Oh, sorry, Jack.
Make your own and then subscribe to this week.
Subscribe to this one and subscribe to your new one.
We need you, Jack. We need you.
Larry says Jason White won the Heisman but didn't beat Kansas State in the Big 12 championship. During that podcast, he said that was probably the biggest. That's the year he won the Heisman. He said, when we got beat by Kansas State, I didn't think I was going to win the Heisman. Plus, Larry Fitzgerald was the wide receiver. He thought he was going to get better. He said after Kansas State beat them, by the way, they still went to the national championship, played on the road against LSU in Louisiana. But he said he thought after that Kansas State loss, he was not going to win it. Hunter, 4A has always been deep, absolutely, in all sports. Totally agree there. And you did something that
evidently upset Grant. Still brings Sancho's.
All right. Well, that's our opening segment here on the High School Huddle. We need to hit our first break. Of course, with a big thank you to all of our great sponsors. About to see them here in a second. But our title sponsor, once again, is Red River Roofing. And, boy, I hope you had a good roof right now. We went to a restaurant tonight, and they had some roof issues. So they better get a hold of Red River Roofing.
I was talking to some folks at Red River yesterday, and they said they are busy, busy, busy. All this rain, people are finding leaks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
give them a call.
And they do everything that touches the exterior. So not only roofs, but they also do windows and
Siding, doors,
paint.
insulation, paint. I mean, they can do it all for you. And they do commercial and residential, so give them a call.
Absolutely. Appreciate them. We're going to come back after this. We got some games to talk about, and we're going to get your predictions as well, as we are set for high school football. Week 0 all begins tomorrow. We will be in Tuttle, Oklahoma for, I think, is the number 2 game in the state of Oklahoma.
Heck of a game.
It will be fun. So back after this is the High School Huddle.
At home, the office, or your commercial building, you want a professional roofing contractor you can trust. Red River Roofing Siding and Windows has been the Oklahoma leader in residential and commercial roof repair, maintenance, and replacement for over 2 decades. Partnering with the best manufacturers to offer the best roofing systems with the best warranty protection and the best financing plan in the industry. Avoid the high volume of underqualified, untrained contractors and call Red River Roofing Siding and Windows today.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Welcome back. It is a High School Huddle, Week 0 of the football season, August 27, 2025. Glad you're with us here tonight. And big thank you. We started this brand new channel. We had a previous channel with a lot of subscribers, but we decided to give this High School Huddle its own page. And so we appreciate all the new subscribers. Keep them coming in. Hit subscribe, like, and not only will we have a live show, but now that we're kind of getting football stuff, production and graphics and all that stuff organized. Hopefully we'll be able to add in more interviews, not necessarily live, but interviews to have for separate videos. So you want to subscribe and like so you're notified of those. Yep. And so we hope to have some coaches, some officials. We just hope to have a little bit more outside of this Wednesday night show.
Who do you want first?
Who should be the first
Who
guest?
should be the first one? Who do you think?
Well,
coach-wise.
Oh, coach-wise? I do have a.
We want officials because I think officials are a big part, and they're so good. They're so good to listen to and understand how things are going.
They bring a unique perspective.
Absolutely, yeah. And then the media people like Jordan Davis. He's obviously going to be on the show. He's going to be great. But what coach do you want to have first?
And also looking to bring in other reporters, like a guy from Woodward. He has a lot of schools around him. Maybe bring in Tyler and talk to him. So that's the new goal for this channel. So right now it's all about getting ready for the first game and make sure everything is lined up production and graphics wise. So hopefully we'll be adding more and more to the channel. So again, thank you to subscribe and like when you can. Grant Oliver, boy,
why is he coming after us?
He's got Guthrie on the mind.
I think he wants to work here.
I mean, it's
kind of obvious.
I mean, rent free, guys. Just
live right there,
just rent free in
Bring
his
Sancho's, Grant. Bring Sancho's.
Oh goodness gracious! So I tell you, coaching gets better, players get better. These facilities continue to get better and better. And really, in Oklahoma, I think the basketball world. Gymnasiums are ahead of the football stadiums, but I think football stadiums you're starting to see more and more get bigger and better. Also, obviously, Tulsa Union probably the biggest one, $35 million stadium, probably leads the way in high school facilities.
Oh, in Oklahoma, yeah.
In Oklahoma, yeah.
That's everywhere.
It's a junior high field in Texas.
Yeah.
So the basketball arena, gymnasiums are sometimes a center point of a lot of smaller towns.
Yeah.
But in fact, I would almost say that some of the smaller towns have better facilities than the bigger schools as far as basketball is concerned. So
basketball's king in small.
They
sport.
are. Well, basketball and baseball, right?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Dallas says, would love some refs on the show. They really are some dang good ones in our state. Yep, and they are. And I used to be in that world, so I still have some good relationships with them. But, bring them on, not only talk about –
Jeff the Ref would be a good one
Jeff
to
the
have
Ref,
on.
that's who it's going to be. First one.
He'll be a good one.
Very good.
In fact, he wants to come to the studio. I said,
does he?
I said, we can do it on, video.
No, I want to be there.
He wants to be here.
He wants to be here.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Jeff is a big supporter of ours, so
Awesome,
if he wants to be here, we'll be here. But I just want to make it easy for him. But the referees, not only rule changes for this year, I don't know if there's anything big, but in high school football, there's some big ones in college football.
Yeah.
But, have him and also, how do officials handle coaches? Because I always think it would be hard as a football official, because if you're on this sideline and what the official on the other side is perceived to miss a call, this official here has to hear from that coaching staff the entire time for something someone over there did.
Well, a lot of things, some things that they did change to mix it up is that they switch the sidelines. Yeah. They switch at half.
Last year or 2 years ago?
A couple years ago. But Bryson's crew, he keeps them on the same side. He has them there. You're staying there all game. You're staying there all game.
So that is at the White Hat's discretion?
I mean, according to Bryson, it was when we talked to him.
Yeah, Bryson McSwain, a good official, but also a deputy, a sheriff.
Yeah, I mean,
you got a gun.
He's got a gun and a badge, Phil.
Who's going to tell him no?
Two of my favorite things.
And he has that appearance too. That When I learned it, that checks.
Yeah.
Because he delivers cookies at the state basketball tournament.
Oh, that's him?
That's him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad I've always been nice to him.
Yeah.
Love me some Bryson.
So.
Didn't he bring cookies? No, we were teasing him about cookies last year.
Yes.
We had him at the Rock. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah. Him and his wife do a great job with that. So.
I said, "You're gonna have any?" He goes, "I don't need that crap." You could tell.
Yeah, you can.
I just sell them.
But it's always important. We're always looking for game officials, new officials, because a lot of them are retired. Leland Searcy, retired, I think, last year. Congratulations to him. He was inducted into the Oklahoma Officials Association, along with Terry Porter. There's, I think, 5 others, but those are the 2 that I know very well.
The GTP.
Yep.
And I know that kind of stuff. I know when you get, I'm talking about Terry now for a second. A legend in refereeing. I mean, just an absolute
50
legend.
plus years.
How is he just now getting in the hall?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, because that he's done it all. I mean, he's called the biggest games on the biggest stages. He's been on ESPN. He's been viral before.
There's a 30 for 30 on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and he got the call right.
Absolutely.
I will say real quick, Terry Porter's story. He was in Orlando for some bowl game. I don't know if it's the Gator Bowl or the Peach Bowl, whatever, on a Saturday night or Saturday afternoon. I can't remember what it was. And then he came. It was a bowl game, so it was in December on Saturday. Came back to Oklahoma and officiated at Mulhall, Orlando on Tuesday. And he said he was more nervous in Mulhall, Orlando because people knew him.
You know, that old saying, they broke the mold. They really broke the mold with him.
Yeah.
I mean, he is, you know, him and I, we didn't get off on the best foot.
I was there.
You know, but I'm going to tell you something. We became friends.
Yeah.
And he's a good man. He's a great official. He's a great dad. Raised a heck of a son in Casey.
And daughter.
Porter. And daughter. But I don't know the daughter. I know Casey. Raised a heck of a family. And again, I know we said this before, but I'm thrilled that he's finally getting that recognition. Now, he would tell you.
He don't care.
He doesn't. And he's not just saying that.
Yeah.
I mean, he
might not even show up.
Depends on what needs to be done around the house. I mean, but he is one of the most unique characters that's ever walked the planet.
You said unique. I'll tell you, we were umpiring. We were in Perry when I was up and going, and we were leaving the locker room, and he brought a lawn chair. I was like, "What do you bring a lawn chair?" Well, I'm gonna sit down in between innings. I was okay. Well, you're Terry Porter.
You do what you want.
You do you. You do you. Chris Ross, good question. Is ref shortage worse this year? You know, I have not talked to Grant Gower, who overlooks the officials for the OSSAA.
Good question. We need to find that out.
And that will be definitely one of the questions that we get asked Jeff Murray. And I'm hoping to get Jeff Murray, or hoping to have Jeff Murray on before the next show, and so you guys can get that. But that will definitely be one of the questions that we ask.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to say probably yes. The ref shortage is still there. I don't know if it's gotten a little better or not.
Yeah.
They've done a good job the last few years, really promoting the fact that we need officials. I mean, they've done, you know, and for those of us that don't like Thursday night high school football games, and I raise both hands as a guy that doesn't like them. I understand there's situations and timing when it makes sense. But, you know, it's Friday Night Lights, not Thursday or Friday Night Lights. It's Friday Night Lights. It's always been high school football time. That is a part of it. I mean, you just don't have enough refs to go around to cover all the games on Friday evenings. But I would think it's gotten a little better just because they've worked so hard to recruit officials in.
And I tell you, if you want to be official, you can obviously go to the OSSA website and do that. But you get in, like when I got in baseball, I had to work pretty hard to get to the state championship level, whereas it's a little bit quicker process to get there. Yeah. So take advantage of being around good people. That's the most important thing. If you do get into officiating, is to be around good people, and that's a thing you can do in life. If someone's good at cooking, you hang out with someone who's good at cooking.
Find yourself a great mentor and hang on to them.
Absolutely.
And they'll take you for a ride.
Dallas says it was good to see 8 officials at our scrimmage last week, new refs and old refs.
That's good.
And
really good.
We went to the scrimmage in Bethany, had a good
there's a couple guys I've never seen before as well.
Yeah.
I know they've worked really hard to try to bring people in. You know, and that's another thing. You don't become a first-year official and all of a sudden be ready to call varsity games.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ramp-up period to that, right?
And the great thing with football, and the same thing with basketball, is a lot of those guys work junior varsity games as well, and that's the perfect time on Mondays to
get better.
Junior highs on Tuesdays and Thursdays and get better.
It's a different perspective, guys. I mean, when I watch it on TV, I can see everything. That's a hold. That's a penalty.
When you're on the field.
But when I'm on the field, like last week against Elgin, that was a holding. You know, it's not as quick.
Yeah.
It's not as quick, you know.
Well, officiating is impossibly hard.
It is.
Impossibly hard. And then you add in, now they get paid a lot of money.
They do.
They're filthy rich.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously sarcasm, but you know, for the junk that they put up with.
Yeah.
I mean, and listen, you can't have a talk about officials and a shortage without talking about the behavior of fans and the behavior of people that's also contributed to this shortage. I mean, who wants to go out there and be belittled and treated the way they are? You know, believe me, they want to get every call right. Nobody's trying to get a call wrong. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Except for that one official I sent you
that
guys.
video you sent?
Yeah.
Who was he mad at?
What state was that?
I don't know
That
what
was
state it
crazy.
was.
That was horrible.
Move the ball, pull the chain back, first down, let's go.
Chris Frost says, I just wonder how they can keep the refs and coaches when all the attempts the OSSAA has made to punish the rule-breaking schools seem to be overturned somehow.
Let me read that. Read that again.
I just wonder how they can keep the refs and coaches when all the attempts the OSSAA has made to punish rule-breaking schools seems to be overturned somehow.
I think that's a great point.
Help me out.
I think what he's saying is we got rules. We make the rules. People don't follow the rules because OSA is doing, in my opinion, a great job. If there's a rules violation, well, we'll just sue you, take you to court. Judge overturns it. Rules don't matter. I think, number one, we're teaching kids the wrong darn things for life.
Do that for too long. Anyway.
We're teaching them if you don't like a solution, just sue somebody. And just keep going until hopefully you find somebody that agrees with you. I think that is a part of it, Chris. I think there are people out there that if I'm a coach, and we all know people that used to be in coaching and officiating that have gotten out and sitting next to one, right? That have gotten out of coaching because they're going, well, this isn't what it used to be.
Yeah.
And so it's, I agree with Chris's, I think his intent in this. Chris, please correct me if I'm not interpreting that right, but I think it's simply saying, we just don't follow the rules. It would be frustrating as a coach, an administrator, an official. It'd be frustrating.
Hunter says it perfectly. Can't please everyone.
Well, you can't please everyone, but in life there are rules. There are rules. That's.
Chris kind of goes a little bit further, like banning the girls wrestling team last year. I think he's talking about Edmond North. Then they let them wrestle after all. I think the ruling was made on that, and then I think the school came back and said, hey, we're going to not have this parent here.
Banned him.
Banned him. In that instance, I understand the ban because they were warned twice. And the first one's a warning. The second one, they could have their season suspended. And I think it sent a pretty good message where the girls team's like, hey, man, what do we have to do? And now they easily say, hey, it's banned.
They know they're serious. Yeah.
They know they're serious. So I would hate for the girls program to be banned from their wrestling year because of a parent.
The actions of one parent.
Although they were warned. So it's a good point, Chris, because I said if I was the athletic director, of course, I'm on the outside. It's easy for me to say this. But if I got my first warning, I would say, hey,
you're gone.
We love you, but we cannot put our girls in danger of being banned.
Head coach too, yeah.
And I think what Chris is saying,
I think that was a lot of grace by the OSSAA.
A lot of grace, but I also agree with Chris.
I do too. I do.
I tell clients all the time in our business, sometimes you got to shoot one to get the other ones to pay attention, and that's unfortunate, but sometimes you do, and so I agree with Chris. And now,
Chris with the C, Chris with the K.
K.
Okay.
Rarely agree with Chris with the C. Okay. But
because Phil is correct. So
I didn't see that. Chris is genius. He's an absolute genius.
Me?
No, K.
Okay.
K. Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
But seriously, I think you've got to stand firm on the rules. And again, I think David Jackson and I think the OSA does a fabulous job. I guarantee you their intentions are pure every time they make a decision. They don't have a dog in the hunt or in the fight.
Yeah.
But I think they're case by case deals. I think in that case with the Edmond North wrestling team, they said, "Are we going to punish these other 6, 7, 8 kids because of the actions of an adult?" Now you can make an argument because remember the kids were the ones who were caught in the middle of it. The adults at the school didn't take firm enough action quicker, in my opinion. Right?
Yeah. No.
Like you said, after that first one. Get him out of here.
Love you,
I'm just surprised the dads from the other girls didn't take the guy out back and whip his butt and say, you can't be here no more. You shouldn't have got to that far.
What if that other dad was a 3-time national champion?
Well, then you get more than one. You get 10 of them.
4 or 5 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but you definitely I always say, has got to enforce the rules.
Yeah.
Anybody who's owned a company, who works for a company, if you don't enforce your own rules, people are going to walk all over you.
And I'll say this. Years ago, I had a young man working for me that I grew up with. And because of that, he started believing that the rules didn't apply to him. And I warned him 2 or 3 times because he was my buddy. He wasn't just a guy I grew up with. He was my buddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to fire him. And it took 2 years before he'd even speak to me again.
Yeah.
But 2 years later, he finally said, "Yeah, you were right." But it killed me. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do it. But sometimes you have to draw a line in the sand.
Got to follow the rules.
You do.
Jared says after the warning, that parent would have been banned from any school, even if I was the AD. Yeah. It's tough. Hunter has my back. Thank you, Hunter. Chris with a C makes good points about banning people.
Hunter wants something.
Hey, here we go. Jared from Elgin.
Hey,
good to see you, Jared.
Hello, Jared.
Hello, buddy.
I get the shortage of officials, but we need to expand the number for the quarters or semis in the playoffs. Keep up the good work, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
we've had this discussion before, and I'll just go ahead and talk about it. And Chris has a good rebuttal to what I say, but I think you're absolutely right. I think it's important to have a long side judge on each side, not just the guys down the line, but the two extra guys that are going down the line to see those long plays, especially in big time ball games. But Chris does make a good point, but I think it would be better to expand those officials like they do in baseball. They do the same thing in baseball. You go two man all year long, then you get to the playoffs or to state tournament, you get 3 or 4. It was a 3, and then you get 4 for the state, right?
3.
Is it 3 for the state as well too? So yeah, they do that in other sports. I'm with you on that, but Chris will tell you a reason why they think they'll go there.
Why is that?
Yeah, same thing. I will use baseball and basketball as an example. If you go 2-man officiating crew, even in baseball, the rotations and what you're looking at changes as a 3-man. So now you do 2-man all season long, and then all of a sudden you go 3-man, especially in baseball with young umpires. They don't know the rotations because they hadn't used it until the games that really matter. But I think in football they do have like other officials, with the white hat. They
have on the side.
Yeah, on the side.
On the field. But to expect that side judge to get down there to a 40-yard bomb, and see if he's in bounds or not when he catches it, that's a lot to ask for. And again, these officials are very, very good, and they're professionals. And what makes them professionals is that if the OSSA comes out front and says, "Hey, look, you guys know who you are, who's in the running for a state championship game, state playoffs." You got to know the 8-man rotation. You have to know this stuff if you want those spots. So they can absolutely figure that stuff out on their own because they're professionals. Those guys, the guys that call these games, they're 100% professional and they're very, very good.
But I think also the great crews understand the situations that are presented during the flow of the game, and I think they pay attention and say, okay, this is 3rd down and 14. This is probably. They're paying attention to these teams.
Yeah.
And so you see the great crews. I know there's always an exception to this, Ronnie, but the great crews usually aren't out of position. They usually put themselves in a place to be where they need to be. I don't see any harm in adding officials.
No.
To the point, if you have the numbers to do it. I think it'd just make for a better called game overall. It takes some of that pressure off those guys.
It's just so hard that when there's a guy running on the sideline and this first side judge is right there on the side, he has no idea if the guy stepped out of bounds or not. But if you have those guys on the other side down there, they can see all that stuff, and I think that can affect the ending of a game.
And football officials are the most graded. I mean, that's how they get graded by the coaches that week, and so your grade plays a big part for football officials to get postseason assignments.
Now, I will say this, okay, and this might upset some of our officiating friends, but I have seen crews over the years that, when you see them on the field, you go.
I think that's because the lack of officials have pushed other crews up that probably shouldn't be at Owasso Bixby that night.
Or is it also perhaps they're beloved, they've had a great career, and this is their last year, so we're going to put them in a state championship game as a reward?
I don't know. I maybe in other sports, but football is graded, so it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
If you don't have a good grade, you're probably not going to get the assignment that you might want as an official.
Yeah, coaches know that stuff. They pay attention to that.
I think it could play a factor in other sports, though.
You know what I mean? And I'm just here to tell you.
Basketball for sure.
I'm just here to tell you, if I had a guy that gave 40 years of their time, life, and energy, and it's their last year, and you guys know me, I'm a loyal dude. I'm the kind of guy that say, no, I don't care that he can't walk. We're going to figure out a way to get him out there. And that's when having extra officials would be good.
Yeah. Chris adds, I get crew continuity, but the kids and coaches deserve it. I believe it is better for the officials as well. They have a better chance to get it right.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
And
the best thing they did was have those white hats that aren't in the actual game next to the head coach. I mean, that's been outstanding.
I will add one more thing when we talk about officials, and appreciate you checking out the show. And we will be talking about some games here in just a second, but all these great questions, we want to address it. And it will be different next week because we'll have games to talk about and predictions and rankings changing and all that. But I would add that 3 basketball officials, when they go to Coyle, that's a lot of money for Coyle Public Schools for 3 officials. I mean, Phil said that, they make pretty good, decent money, but 3 officials cost a lot of money.
I'm talking about for playoffs and state championships.
Plenty of money.
Quarters, semis, and finals.
Correct.
Yeah,
I
agree.
There's plenty
not during regular season. That's too much for the schools.
There's plenty of money to go, I think, in the playoffs. There's no doubt there's plenty of money for that. So, Dason checking in on the show. Good to see Dason on the show. So, I'm glad all of our friends are finding the show, and if you can help us put the word out that we have a brand new channel, that would definitely help us out. We appreciate that. Let's set up our next break, guys, here. Let's kind of get into some games.
All right. Got some good ones.
We do, and we have our top 10 games of the week coming up here in a second. We will make predictions, and you can make those predictions as well. So let's get into some of the games this week. And then
where's my cards?
The final 10 games. The final 10 games is what will be on our record sheet.
I still don't have
year.
cards.
No, you get that.
So here's what it looks like right now. 0, 0, and 0.
I'm in first place.
We are just like the football teams. We're 0 and 0, ready to go.
I'm going undefeated this year.
We might finish dead last in the district. We might win it 2 years in a row like Ronnie has.
That's right.
So we'll see how.
Go for 3, Pete.
We'll see how it goes.
It's hard, Ronnie. It's hard to do.
All right. When we come back, we'll start digging into some of the games here on the High School Huddle.
Mom, Red River's gonna fix our roof.
Buddy, it's gonna be easy getting a quote after that storm. Have you seen those roofers?
I can get you a new roof. Wait.
That will be out of business next week.
Roofing!
Let's quit messing with these clowns and call Red River Roofing.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Welcome back. It is a High School Huddle coming to you every Wednesday night. Mark it down, 6 o'clock here. We are presented by our good friends at Red River Roofing. Glad to have you on board. Keep those questions coming. And now let's talk some games. Great conversations, but let's talk about some of the games. And again, everyone's 0-0. Everyone's excited. Don't forget 2A1, 2A2, A1, A2, B1, B2. We saw it last year. Yeah. It's back again this year, obviously. But Phil, going into the season, last year, Chalmer White of the Elgin Owls, Coach of the Year. I think we all agreed on that.
Outstanding.
Well-deserved. Congratulations, the first one there for the Elgin Owls. And you're always curious after a team wins their first state championship. Choctaw won theirs first one since 1960.
Coach Corbin.
And so it's always interesting to see how those teams come back the next year. Obviously, high school and college is affected with graduation. Yeah. As Elgin lost a good core of players, they got a good core coming back. But also, can they put that in the rearview mirror? Can they let that go and not be happy? And because now you're the hunted, you know, you're always going out to trying to find it.
And for Elgin, example, they always played with the chip on their shoulder. They're always the underdog in their mind, but now they're the dog. So
Bixby,
not in their mind?
Not in their mind, but they are. They are, whether they want to believe it or not.
Bixby seems to be okay with that.
Yeah.
They seem to be okay.
Yeah. We were talking about, we watched that show that came out on YouTube. Yeah. The first 2 episodes. Really well done.
It was.
I think Coach Montgomery, results speak for itself. But after watching that, I looked at Tanya and I go, hell, I'm almost 60 and I want to play for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's that guy.
He looks Division I.
Man, does
offensive coordinator.
I hope OU hires him whenever Venables gets taken out.
He's so good. He's so good.
He is. Arbuckle's 29 years old, offensive coordinator. So there's no doubt. I mean, he looks like not only Division I offensive coordinator, but D1 coach. And
no doubt.
If he decides to leave, that's his next spot is Division I.
Yeah, so, no doubt. I mean, there would be no reason for him to go anywhere else.
So if you had to predict it right now, Week 0, way too early. Yeah. Who are some of your candidates going into the season for Coach of the Year? I'll start it off because I predicted Broken Arrow to win a state championship. Sure. I got a little flack.
I have too.
The offensive defense lines for Broken Arrow kind of scare me a little bit, but Coach Hill and the transfers and what they had there with Octavian Robertson and Jeremiah Satimba, add in a couple of transfers that they come in. So he would be one of the guys that I would consider for Coach of the Year. Remember, Broken Arrow only won 4 games last year.
Yep.
So if they go win 10 games, that's a huge turnaround. Not necessarily a state championship.
Yeah, I also picked Broken Arrow in a way too early state championship prediction, but it's a big of it's because of Coach Hill and his history of taking kids and putting them together. A lot of transfers into Broken Arrows. So he's going to have to really create a culture in a short period of time. Coach Hill has a history of doing that. He's a player's coach, no doubt about it. He's won state titles, 2 different schools, 5A and 6A2. Now he gets his opportunity at 6A1. He was a part of, I believe, that coaching staff at Broken Arrow that won state.
18.
He was the defensive coordinator, I believe.
Yep.
So he's been a part of state championships in 6A1, 6A2, and 5A.
And by the way, he goes from Muskogee to Broken Arrow. He lived in Broken Arrow, and his girls already go to Broken Arrow school. So that even made more sense for him to take that job. So
and a good dude. I mean, just somebody I really enjoy seeing every year and talking to.
Yeah, sorry, Phil. Another coach on my radar for Coach of the Year, Bobby Klink at Sand Springs.
Yeah.
The former Jinx guy. I think Sand Springs, if they were ever to win a state championship I think this might be their best chance in a long time with their quarterback, Easton Webb.
You could have made an argument last year, and I think they got it right. I think our friend in Elgin deserved it. But you can make an argument. Last year was one of Montgomery's best coaching jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, 3-loss team comes in and still wins the state title.
Remember,
one of the gutsiest calls at the end of the state championship game you'll ever see.
And remember, Owasso was the best team the entire year until the final play of the game.
No doubt.
Walked in the end zone.
Yes. I mean, but think about
well drawn up.
But think about the guts that takes.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just. I mean, I don't. You know, I mean that's a grown man call right there.
What about Coach Ricky at Lincoln Christian?
Coach Ricky, always one of the best coaches in the state. True gentleman.
Yep.
Fabulous guy. Yeah, I'm going to throw one out there, and you can call me a homer. I think Kelly Beebe, these guys. You know, these Blue Jays are positioned in a way that if they come out, you know, I've got them 3 in our preseason 5A. If they come out and catch, they're going to have to catch some breaks along the way. They're going to have to do some things.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy. But I tell you what, if that Blue Jay team makes a run and somehow is able to get back to the state championship game and win it, I think you got to consider Kelly Beebe.
Well, I
Coach of the Year also.
think it'd be easy for Coaches of the Year if one of these two things happen, this will be your Coach of the Year, no doubt. If somebody dethrones Bixby in 6A, that's your Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
So Coach Gaylord oust Bixby in the state championship game. Coach Gaylord is going to be your Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the same thing with 5A. If any other coach beats Carl Auburn and Coach Dunn, that's your that's your Coach of the Year.
Or a 3A coach, a 3A team beating Lincoln Christian.
Yeah,
is up
absolutely.
there too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know, but that's what's going to happen if any of those two teams get dethroned. That'll be your Coach of the Year.
Oh, there's Grant.
There it is. He got it in there. Chris Frost, what YouTube show? I want to see it. I forget the name of it.
I think it's called.
I'll try to look it up here in a second.
This is Bixby or something like that. I mean, but we'll look it up and make sure we know. But it was really well done.
It was really well done. Let's get back to Jack. It comes up Shelly, but it's Jack.
Yeah.
Good question here. We're going to get to the games here. Do we think we'll ever split 3A, 4A, 5A?
I hope not.
Sure.
I hope not. Jeez Louise.
It's weird that you asked that, Jack. We actually talked about this at lunch today.
We actually did. I'll say this, and we live in a 5A school. 5A2 would be so watered down, it would be ridiculous.
It would be so bad.
As would 4A and 3A.
As would 4A and 3A. It would be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, so
I love the 6A too, and I'm
again, you're only looking at 3 or 4 teams right now that are competing.
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
Well, like Guthrie, if you look at Guthrie, which is middle of the road 5A, they're closer to 3A numbers than they would be 6A1 numbers. Yeah. I love 6A2. Love the thought of that. 2A1, 2A2, A1, A2, B1, B2. I can't even keep them organized in my mind which class they are. I can't. I don't know if that's because I can't commit it to memory. I still have to look at it visually. Not a fan yet of that.
Not yet
I don't know.
Nope.
I can be turned around, but I'm not a fan of that right now. So, good question though. Jared Williams. Hey, Jared. Heard the offensive defensive line at Guthrie are pretty impressive. They look good. They look good, and this Guthrie team, this is the year. I think of the 22 starters, there might be 3 underclassmen.
I was going to say, I think 18 or 19 are upperclassmen. Yeah. So
Leslie says, I really feel like Guthrie wins the championship this year, and if that happens, then BB Coach of the Year.
No doubt. That's definitely going to happen.
Think,
yep, absolutely.
Guthrie, Dale City, Locke MacArthur will have the same. Grant got to go. I'll catch replay and see Ronnie's awful picks.
Well, Grant's just mean to everybody.
Awful picks. You're talking to the back-to-back champ right now.
Ronnie.
Who's he talking about?
It's over.
He's trying to get in my skin?
It worked.
Taco Tico sucks.
Whoa. Slow down.
Dallas says, yep, for whatever reason, our corner flew down into an A gap, giving Bixby the walk into, oh boy. I'm sure he's letting that go by now.
Sure.
Right?
It doesn't sound like it. No.
I still haven't went back and watched that game film. Yeah, probably a good idea. Okay, keep the questions coming. We're going to throw in some games here as well. Appreciate that, Hunter. Again, we'll see Hunter tomorrow in Tuttle, Oklahoma. Some of the games tomorrow, these are not the top 10 games that we'll be predicting here in a little bit, but here are some games here. Jones takes on Luther, 2A1 versus 2A2 matchup there. And Jones, preseason number 3, and they have a great quarterback in Asen Hansen, 3,000 yards. And we've talked about it several times, 3A football. You know, Jones, and that's where all the private schools are there, and who've had a lot of success in that class. So Jones will have a big thing to overcome there, but they lead that series 34-12, and Jones has won 9 straight over the Luther mascot. Phil.
Luther Lions.
There you go. Yes. Got it. Nailed it. You're 1 for 1. I'm probably
Fighting
quit
Todd
there.
Elizabeth.
Stop.
I'll stop.
Don't ask me another one.
The Fighting Todd Elizabeth. Yeah, absolutely. Hennessy is at Cashin. Cashin, an interesting team here. They've been down a couple of years, but Hooker and Fairview had a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
But I think Cashin, the better team going in this year. I think Coach Shackelford is 3 victories away from 200 career victories there.
Wins.
So, the dual threat quarterback, Kellen Smith, 30 points per game. I think they'll be a lot better. But I do want to give a shout out to Coach Mark Cox at Hennessy. 2023, they were 1-9. Last year, they make the playoffs at 6-5. That was a big time turnaround there by Coach Cox. I don't think they'll beat Cashin this week, but I do want to give Hennessy some kudos there. Alva and Fairview. So Coach Bernard is back, but not the player Bernard. So Fairview's going to have a new quarterback this year.
We'll see who Bernard it was.
He was pretty darn good.
Yeah, no doubt.
Pretty good.
You know, the one thing with Fairview is they're the Yellow Jackets, but their school colors are orange and black.
That's right.
Well, that bothers me a little.
Can we? Is there an explanation?
Well, they're wrong. Sometimes people just get it wrong, Ronnie.
Well, they're taking on the Gold Bugs, and everyone understands how I feel about the Gold Bugs.
You love the Gold Bugs.
Well, you know what a Gold Bug is, right?
No, what's a Gold
It's a
Bug?
symbol of excellence.
Oh, boy. Okay.
That bus has been driving down 35 by Guthrie a lot over the summertime.
Practice.
Where are they going?
I don't know.
That's a long way from home.
Where are they going?
I've seen them 2 or 3 times this summer.
I took a picture of them on the highway
Yeah,
not too long ago.
I seen you. Yeah.
By the way, they had a misprint on their bus. I hope they got that fixed.
Oh, boy.
They got that fixed. Hopefully there. So, but Alva will be fighting Stroud for that district championship. Stroud's going to be another good team this year. So, I do see Fairview has lost a lot of new faces, but defense should carry them. Yellow Jackets. Alva leads the series 33-29. Minko, the Bulldogs at Hinton, the Comets. Exit 101. I made Exit 101 many, many times. Not to watch Hinton football, but they have
Officiate?
It's a concert venue.
Well,
who
would you have ever seen?
There's a adult building that you go in there. Well, casino. You got to be 18 to enter, right?
Are we talking about the first exit in Texas?
What kind of show is this?
35.
Exit 101. I've played golf on Exit 101. I've been to many, many concerts on Exit 101.
Yeah.
I've driven by. There used to be a jail at Exit 101.
A jail?
A prison. I think that's now gone.
I don't know if I like that.
Well, you gotta have it close to the casino.
And I've seen the
People pinching their bets.
I've seen the Hinton Comet facilities, but I've never seen an athletic event there in Hinton. But Minko will be making the Exit 101. By the way, Hinton new head football coach Josh Cooper. I'm getting old. I remember watching him at Mustang High School. We went to a state semifinal game.
We almost died that night.
Yeah, we almost died.
We actually did.
Yeah, it might have been a quarterfinal game, but
This is something that just happens all the time to us.
And usually in vehicles.
Yeah. But Josh Cooper, coach, he played at Mustang, played at Oklahoma State University, had a short time in the NFL, and so he will open up by hosting Minko. I will add, Hinton has a $6 million bond issue, so if you're watching Hinton, go out and vote on October 14th.
Well, Jordan Davis made an appearance.
JD.
We talked about this already, JD. We talked about this in the first segment, I believe, getting JD on the show.
We did, but we're also give JD a little time. He's been a little busy.
He has been a little busy.
Preseason, I knew he'd be busy. So.
2-year anniversary here in Oklahoma.
Is it 2? I thought it was 3.
2 years.
2 years.
I know this. We were some of the first people to meet Jordan.
Yeah, we were his first friends in Oklahoma.
And
I remember that.
The story grows.
And I remember when Jordan came in, sat in the press box with us.
That's right.
I remember at the end of the night thinking, that kid may never come back here. Jordan's became a good friend, and he's great at what he does.
Well, remember, Jordan has a birthday that starts in 2000.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's a child.
Larry.
And he's a White Sox fan.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Got to overlook that.
And LeBron.
Larry says the Hooker Bulldogs coach crossed the state line into Kansas. I did not know that.
Well, I mean,
that's going to make an impact on them.
Yeah, yeah. They had a great class.
Larry, where'd he go? I'm curious. Where'd he go? Did he go up to Liberal?
Ooh, Liberal.
Hunter says best overall game this week. That's
Hang
coming
on,
up in our
hang on,
next
Hunter.
segment. And Hunter, you're going to make predictions
You gotta
with
hang
us.
on.
You got to make
You gotta make
predictions.
your predictions.
It's right here, but you can't read it. You can't read it, but it's right here. Dewar at Yale. We mentioned Dewar in the first segment. Ronell Braylon. His name's Braylon Lewis, Ronell's son. Yeah. 35 carries, 279 yards, and a touchdown against Laverne in the state championship game. So Yale, the best thing I say about Yale is they have a dairy hut. And so if you want a chocolate shake, go to Yale, Oklahoma, stop at the dairy hut, Highway 51. Promise you won't be disappointed.
I go through Yale all the time. What's it called?
Dairy Hut. It's right next to the
milkshakes.
Oh yes.
You get a vanilla milkshake, put chocolate in it. You have a blizzard.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Butterscotch malt is popular there as well. But
right there off the main road.
Yeah, right next off the main Highway 51, next to the fire department.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll do that next time we go.
Try to get chocolate. I really like chocolate.
Hold the cup up. It's a blizzard.
It's not a blizzard.
Yeah.
Yep. Predictions are coming up next segment. Dason, have you all talked about Woodland yet? We did a little bit last week.
Yep.
And so it was the debate, Woodland, Tallahena. Which one should we go with?
Woodland.
We did go with Woodland to begin the season.
Yeah. And the way too early predictions.
Dason, let us know. You probably know a whole lot better than us on the 8-man, though. So that's what makes the show. We promise you we're not experts in anything.
Well, I got Woodland win the state championship. They better be good.
Right there it is.
I don't even know who I picked.
You picked.
I went Tallahena.
You went Tallahena.
We
got you.
Yeah,
we got you.
No, two over three.
Got you.
2 over 3.
Thanks for tuning in, Dason.
We got you.
2 out of 3.
Coach
from my fan base.
Coach from Hooker went to Liberal.
I assume that's probably where he went. Yeah.
Jordan. Appreciate the love, fellas. You were all literally the first group of Hokies that made me feel seen. Here's another great youth season. I mean, he's talking to us one day, and then he's asking SGA questions at a press conference in NBA Finals. I mean, you're welcome. You're welcome. Real quick.
Where's our checks?
We could have drove him out real quick.
2 more games to talk about here real quick before we take our final break and come back with your predictions in the top 10 games of the week here on the High School Huddle. Coyle at Pond Creek Hunter. Coyle 3-7 a year ago. Pond Creek Hunter 7-4. It's the 40th anniversary of Van Shea Ivan and Doug Nelson winning a state championship.
Well, you got to go with the fighting Van Shea Ivans
against the Logan County.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we got to call it down the line how we see it.
Yeah.
Fair balance.
Yeah. So Pond Creek, both schools have a lot of new faces on there. Pond Creek does lead the overall series 3-0 by a combined score of 94-14. So, and then the last one, North Rock Creek. So I think they started. They were a K-8 school. This is over in the Shawnee area. And I think they started varsity sports in 2000. Their baseball team has already gone to a state tournament. Their basketball team has already gone to a state tournament. Fell just short of the playoffs last year with 6-4. They're on the road at Marlow, 10-3 a year ago. Coach Matt Weber Coach Matt Weber. Here's the thing with Marlow. They're the last team that is not named Washington to win a state championship.
Yeah.
Hunter knows all about that, I guarantee you.
Absolutely.
But North Rock Creek looking for their first winning season. And so they got Caleb Hawkins. He was the quarterback last year. He's now at North Texas. So they got a lot to come back with next year. But Marlow, 10 points a game. They got a stud linebacker and running back in Hudson Morgan at Marlow. That's why Grant probably tuned off on the show, because he knew we were going to be talking Marlow.
Yeah, he's scared. Yeah. Hunter, what Chris was referring to is, everything there is to know about Washington. No doubt about it.
Oh, yeah. Hunter, what I said was Marlow was the last team besides Washington in that class to win a state championship.
Yeah.
So, okay, here we go. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, top 10 games of the week. They'll be on the screen. We will be keeping records all season long for us.
Undefeated.
So if you want to keep your record, play along with us, and we'll see who has bragging rights at the end of the season. And we go all the way through December.
Yep.
All right, so
we're not scared. We're stupid, but we're not scared.
We lost 2 in a row, yeah.
Well, he was getting ready to quit. We had to let him win.
Charity.
Right.
Final timeout. Come back with us. This is the High School Huddle.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Exxon was founded by two combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
I have brought you here today to beg you to call Red River Roofing. They have the best trained staff in the state. The Red River sales consultants are experts that make sure every single roof is 100% waterproof.
I appreciate all your hard work.
Please save your questions for the end. In closing, call Red River today for your free inspection.
I'm convinced.
Red River Roofing. Even the kid gets it.
Welcome back. Final segment of the High School Huddle here. Week 0 is about time for the top 10 games of the week, but it is a reminder of a few things before we get to that. We are presented by our good friends at Red River Roofing, along with other great sponsors as well. High School Huddle is now on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're there. We are there. So whatever your favorite social media platform is, you can find the High School Huddle. It's a little bit different. I know it's on Instagram. It's high.school.huddle. I think the same thing on TikTok, high.school.huddle. And so we're looking to add more stuff to that as well. So whatever platform you are on, if you ever go there, be sure to look us up.
I think they're on all of them these days.
You know,
yeah, I think so too.
You know, I'm not a big Instagram.
I'm not an Instagram person either. I have one, but I'm not.
You guys are so old.
You're TikTok, Phil.
Oh, is that TikTok?
Yeah. So, and also, if you don't like to look at Phil, you can do this by watching on podcasts on the platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You go wherever you get your favorite podcast. Hopefully, it is there. So, if you don't want to,
pulls right up on my new F-150.
Ooh,
boom!
Nice. Doesn't it look sharp?
So good.
Yeah, I took a picture.
I think us securing that Ford, demo program this year was a big hit.
Do you know how to pull up podcasts in your truck?
No.
Yeah, that'd be good. I took a picture of the big High School Huddle
That's
logo.
too much truck for you, Phil.
By the way,
it'll do everything. Yeah. I know 3 things it'll do. I know how to do 3 things in that
Push
truck.
the button to start. Number one.
Basically, can take me to the moon. Jeez.
By the way, thank you, Ronnie, for the great new logo update.
You're welcome.
Looks good.
Lots of time and effort.
Build that?
He did. Scratch.
You really did?
Yeah.
It was basically a blank canvas.
And I told you it looked great. I thought Chris did it.
No, it was me.
It was a blank canvas, and he just made it on there. So
looks good.
It does look good.
It does.
So, all right. Big thank you to Michael Bennett checking us out from Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Dr. Michael Bennett?
No, we think it's a different Michael.
Yeah. So Michael Bennett in Stillwater. Hey, Coach Kaywood got that defense. Can they beat Carl Albert this year?
I said in the preseason they would.
But
I've had buyer's remorse ever since I said it. But
well, you will have a chance in a few weeks to change your mind.
That's going to be a tough.
It will. Yeah. All right.
If you have any kind of principle, integrity, you would just keep your pick.
You know how many times I've changed state championship picks?
Oh yeah,
playoffs.
One.
You know how many times you've changed? 170.
That's not true. We only get one per season.
You do it. You do it all the time.
That's not true.
Dallas says, push the thumbs up button, people. Yes, please. That would be nice,
Thank
too.
you.
That would be nice. All right, here we go. It is the top 10 games of the week. It is an empty slate right now. 0, 0, 0.
So excited.
The white numbers are what we did last week. It would be next week, but and then the yellow is the overall season record. So
you're not putting up last year's numbers, are you?
No, I don't even know what they were.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I can tell you guys what they were.
Ronnie has the archives, but all right.
I went through a rough 3-week stretch last year.
It's been a bloodbath the last 2 years, guys.
Goodness gracious.
For you guys.
All right, here we go. The High School Huddle top 10 games of the week. We begin with game number 10. It is the Moore Lions taking on the Westmore Jaguars. It is the Moore War, edition number 1. Moore 6-5 a year ago. Westmore 2-9 a year ago, but good enough to make the playoffs.
That's right. That's right.
Insanity.
That's right.
Absolute insanity.
Here we go. Westmore leads the overall series 22-6. The last 4 games have been split, with Moore winning last year 35-3. Yep. Moore won in 2021 to snap a 20-game losing streak to the Jaguars. By the way, he saw Westmore's brand new football stadium over the summer. Very nice job there. New head coach for the Moore Lions, Coach Cameron Bennett.
Sharp.
The Lions have 3 offensive starters on both sides of football returning. Tough start for Westmore already. It was a week ago tomorrow, last Thursday, Coach David White had to resign from that spot there. Can't really get into the details on what has going on. It's kind of a hush-hush deal, but it sounds like a few things added up, and so he resigned. So Westmore, just like that, has an interim.
Dallas has got some,
up right here?
There, yeah.
Dallas says Westmore just named their head coach about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got that covered up there, but all right, did not know that. Yeah. So they got it. So now they got a new head coach. They had an interim there, so certainly think it's probably someone on staff.
Yeah,
you would have to be.
Yeah, that close.
Yeah. It was the day of their scrimmage. That's how tough it was. All right, Ronnie is the defending state champion.
He's got the box.
Here on the High School Huddle.
2-time.
Whatever, Ronnie. Nobody cares.
Back. He does. He's already made social media posts
shirts.
and everything.
2-time.
Yeah. Jared's going more. Leslie's going more. Kenny's going more. And now we see what Ronnie wants.
New head coach there in Moore. He's excited, getting going. Momentum last year from that 35-3 whooping they put on them. And you could never choose a team who says they're Westmore when they're located in Oklahoma City. It just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Don't make any sense. Give me more.
Phil?
No, everything Ronnie said I agree with. I hate that, but more. And I don't think it'll be close.
The Moore Lions, so Westmore's going to open up their stadium. I think they got a few games in last year, but this is the first regular season to begin the season for Westmore's new stadium.
Well, good luck to them.
All 3 of us going with the Moore Lions. Hunter Shepard added in there. He's going with Moore as well. Dallas lets us know that Coleman Ramsey is a new head coach at Westmore. So appreciate Dallas breaking the news to us
absolutely.
and to everybody here on the huddle. So maybe he heard it here first. I know I did. All right. So we're all 1-0. We're all 1-0.
Hunter, you're doing a great job. You say we're in very good predictions. You're perfect right now. He's 1-0.
1-0. All right. Will it be close?
No,
I don't think so either.
Probably not.
All right. Game number 9. It features the Midwest City Bombers. New head coach Jaquez Washington. I watched his coach's show last night. You can already tell he's a top-notch person and player. He was a stud at Owasso when he played there. He's had a lot of big-time coaching jobs. He was last year the defensive coordinator for Owasso, and then when Coach Gaylor at Jinx was named the head coach, Coach Washington was the defensive coordinator for Jinx for about 6 months, and the Midwest City job came open late May. Coach Hall retired, and so he gets the job in Midwest City. Still has not completely moved in yet, but So he has been Coach Washington here. He was a stud running back. I think he played defense in college at Iowa State. So he returns 9 players on. No, that's
the other ones.
Midwest City offensive coordinator Rod Richardson. He used to be the head coach at PC North. He was a Midwest City Bomber quarterback. He's the offensive coordinator. So I think Coach Washington will be calling the plays defensively this year. Rod will be calling the plays offensively. So I think they got a good nucleus there. They both know what they're doing offensively and defensively. We'll see how it gels in year number 1. They will take on the Piedmont Wildcats. Piedmont 7-5. By the way, this is the 3rd meeting. Piedmont has won the first 2 contests in that one. Piedmont returns 9 players on offense. They got the flexbone offense. We talked about that flexbone offense many times.
It's a great offense.
Exciting offense. Dynamic.
Curious if Piedmont plays Midwest City and then El Reno. I'd be curious if Midwest City and El Reno want to keep Piedmont on their schedule moving forward. But anyway, that's a side note. Phil Nichols, you are on the clock before Midwest City and Piedmont. I can let you know that this is a mix right here, guys.
Why do I always get the hardest picks?
Jared,
this is easy pick.
Jared goes with Midwest City. Hunter goes with Piedmont. Jack goes with Piedmont. As much as I want to say to go with my guy, I have to go with Piedmont. Dallas says. Kenny going with Midwest City. Leslie goes with Piedmont. And Hunter, Piedmont usually an interesting one-game plan for considering the flexbone is very complex. Phil?
You're right, Hunter.
It's complex unless you got a defense that punches you in the mouth, and then it gets a lot simpler. If you got a physical defense that's going to come at you, you got to go to the point of attack against that offense. They do have 9 returning starters from that offense. That's a big deal. They only have a few They lost all their DBs on defense. Not as many people coming back on defense. I like the new head coach at Midwest City. I like what he's doing. I actually think Midwest City is going to make a little noise in their district. I'm going to take Midwest City over Piedmont in this ballgame.
So Midwest City, the Bombers, Coach Washington on the road. Phil says he will get his first victory as a Bomber, and I think he'll win a lot of games there. Obviously, Carl Albert, Dale City got a lot of transfers move in, so we'll see if Midwest City can maybe get some of that love down the road. So I will lean on experience. I think the most experienced part of the offense and defense for both teams is the Piedmont offense. Piedmont won this game 13-0. I think 9 returning starters in that flexbone gives them an early season advantage. If this is a week 9, week 10 game, it might be a little bit different, but I'm going with the Piedmont Wildcats to get the victory at home.
Well, I don't know how long it's been since coach there at Midwest City has seen the flexbone. It's probably been a long time, so that's going to be a little bit.
He was born.
I don't think he was born if he even knows anything. But I'm sure he does. He's a smart guy. But I think that's going to be hard to prepare for on the experienced offensive like Piedmont has. So again, if this is week 9, like Chris said, it might be different. But week 0, I'll take Piedmont.
Coach Jeff Hall, I think he is. Season number 7 at Piedmont for Coach Jeff Hall in the flexbone at FN Bank Stadium in Piedmont, Oklahoma. I'm waiting for the logo to make it official. There it is.
Phil, you already lost the game.
You know what? And you two know me well. No way I was picking Piedmont.
I got Piedmont. And I think McGinnis might be making their way on here a little bit later on, too. So we'll see. All right. Dallas says, there goes your undefeated record, Bill. Game number 8 features the Jinx Trojans at Edmond Santa Fe. Jinx leads the overall series since 2001, 13-3. Jinx won this game last year, 48-3. Katie Jones had 207 yards and 3 touchdowns. Now get this, guys. Edmond Santa Fe in 2022, they were 1-9. The following year, they beat Jinx in that season opener, 27-26.
Sure did.
Now, Jinx got a little bit of revenge later on in the playoffs with the victory. But guess what Edmond Santa Fe went last year?
I'm trying to remember.
1-9.
Did they go 1-9
They went 1-9. So history tells us that Santa Fe has Jinx right where they want them.
That's right. You got to pick Santa Fe, Phil.
The heck I do.
Well, don't give your pick away.
What? Everybody's picking Jinx. You're picking Jinx. Stop it.
KD Jones.
Stop it. 207
yards a year ago. But listen, Edmond Santa Fe has a defensive line in Jalen Battle. He's going to Baylor.
That's right.
And they have Landon Anderson, who's going to OSU.
Good.
So if you have two defensive linemen, that gives you a good chance of stopping.
Great chance, Phil.
KD will be able to talk smack to that other kid when they're both in O State next year.
By the way, Jinx has 36 consecutive winning seasons.
Yeah.
Can we pencil in 37?
Yeah, you can pencil
Get a Sharpie.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Put it in permanent marker.
As we all know, we've talked about head coach Adam Gaylor. He is the head coach at Jinx. He was the defensive coordinator. He was the previous. Here's the stops, guys. Listen to this. He was the Mustang defense coordinator, Westmore head coach in 14 and 15. He was a DC at Broken Arrow for 6 seasons. He was a UCO defensive back coach and was the DC at Wagner. You think he knows defense?
He might know defense a little bit. Go ahead, Chris. Get it over with.
I tell you, I really like Edmond Santa Fe. They're not going to 1-9.
I can't take you serious right now.
They are not going 1-9, but they're not going 1-0 either. So give me Jinx.
I love Santa Fe.
And a good one.
I love Santa Fe.
You got customers there?
Actually, I do. I got lots of customers in
You got any customers in Jinx?
No, I do not.
All right, go ahead,
I do
Ronnie.
not.
You do what you think's best.
Look out for Edmond Santa Fe. As a matter of fact, I got Edmond Santa Fe losing this game to Jinx.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Coach Gaylor's going to have it rolling there.
Yeah. I'm Jinx, obviously.
Oh, Jinx?
Obviously.
I thought you were trying to get a game back on us.
Oh, no. Too early in the year for that.
All right. We are awaiting for the internets to agree that Phil and Ronnie agree with me.
And the reason why we wait, because this is important, because Phil will always come back and say, I didn't choose them. So we have to make sure it's on the screen. That way we can go back.
I'm writing them down this year.
Yeah.
Look, right there. They're right there.
Dallas Santa Fe has that running back that was an absolute freak of nature.
Yeah.
Phil, you want to change your mind?
Change the pick.
No, I'm fine.
All right. Yeah. Game number 7 features a good 4A battle already. Excuse me, a 4A against a 3A team here. Of course, Cushing 4A, Berry Hill 3A. Cushing 7-4 a year ago. Berry Hill 6-5 a year ago. Cushing won this game 18-7, and Cushing has won 5 straight games over the Chiefs. Berry Hill needs to find a new quarterback this year. They do got 8 back on defense, including an O-State commit, Aiden Martin. He's an offensive lineman. He's going to be a tackle for Berry Hill. But I do want to give a shout-out to Coach Morgan over at Cushing. He's done such a great job. 4A is so tough, guys. We talk about all the schools that have won a state championship there.
In football.
And Cushing has been there. They haven't won a state championship, but they were in the title game not too long ago against Wagner. But Coach Morgan's been there since 2000, and he has put together, I think he's building a program. It's one thing to have a good team every now and then, but I think he's starting to build a program over there. It's just, again, a tough 4A. He does have Roman Tucker, a dual-threat quarterback, and perhaps maybe the best linebacker in 4A football in Kellen Fry. He had 154 tackles a year ago. Cushing does lead the series overall 6-5. Ronnie, you are on the clock.
Well, I got it under good authority that I heard that Cushing is a very good team this year. Yeah. Heard they played very well in their scrimmage. Had a good scrimmage. Heard they got a few studs on their side. So with that information, I'll go ahead and take Cushing to win this game.
Yeah, I'm going the same way. I think Cushing's going to win the ball game. I think it'll be a good ball game, but I think Cushing gets the win.
I agree with you guys. I will go Cushing as well. So all 3 of us go with the Cushing Tigers. Leslie Cushing, Jared Cushing. Not anymore.
Yeah, he graduated last year.
He's at Arizona State now.
Yeah, the running back.
Jack picked Berry Hill.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we got some Berry Hills in there.
Yeah, Jack picked
Berry Hill.
Yep. Dallas Cushing, Kenny Gillespie. Who's at Arizona?
The running back from Santa Fe last year.
Oh, okay.
He's at Arizona State.
Gotcha. Okay.
Transfer.
If he was back for a 5th year, would you still pick Jinx?
Yes.
Okay. All right. There's the Cushing logos across the board. Game number 6. This is a good one. It is a match up of first-year coaches at their place.
Every time.
Go ahead, Chris.
Dale Condit, the new head coach at Muskogee. Nate Goodman, the head coach at Booker T. Washington. McCaden Ford for Muskogee, wide receiver cornerback. He comes in from Wagner. Again, he grew up. He went to school from kindergarten to 11th grade at Wagner. He's now at Muskogee. One of 5 transfers from Wagner. That is tough. Wagner to Muskogee.
Yeah. Crazy.
Booker T. Washington, mentioned earlier, lost Joseph Grays, the defensive lineman, to IMG. They still got a stud there with over 20 D1 commits. Jameer Flicklin, Bird, he's gone. 33-5 the last 3 years at Muskogee. He's gone. P.J. Wallace, the great running back who transferred into Muskogee a year ago from Bartlesville, he is gone. So some new faces over there for Coach Condit. 20 years Coach Condit was at Wagner. 6 state championship. His name's on the field. This is his debut on the road against a very athletic Booker T. Washington. Muskogee High School, their quarterback, I think, is going to be Cason Delgado. Remember, that name sounds familiar. Cason Delgado, he started at Union, went to Santa Fe. Now he's at Muskogee. So Booker T. Washington Field leads this series 14-13, but Muskogee has won the last 3 meetings.
I make it 4 in a row. They're going to even the series 14-14. I'm taking Muskogee in a nail biter.
Ooh, a nail biter. I, too, will take the Muskogee Roughers in Dale Condon's debut. Booker T, we saw them in person and very athletic, and so I will give Muskogee the early season nod in that one, in a 6A2 versus 5A matchup.
Yeah, regardless, Coach Condit did move up to Muskogee, got some Wagner kids, and obviously Booker T's going to be very, very athletic. But the one thing that I will go back on this game is the coaching. I think the coaching will be the complete difference in this game. Coach Condit knows how to coach.
Hall of Famer.
Booker T, new coach over there.
And discipline.
And they're disciplined. Booker T at times is not disciplined at all. So, again, I got Muskogee in this game with coaching advantage going to Coach Condit.
Coach Condit will be a favorite a lot if you go with that theory on the sideline. So totally agree. Jack goes with Muskogee in a close one. Dallas does Muskogee. Hunter Muskogee. Jared Muskogee, even though I doesn't like Condit after the Wagner game last year. Jack, the closer the game gets, the closer I think it's going to be. Ford is a stud. Yeah, we were just talking about him. And
Leslie picked Booker T. Leslie, you're doing so good.
Yeah. Hey, I got a point, and it hasn't popped up on your screen yet, but Jack just posted Delgado went to Union, Santa Fe, then BA this year before coming to Muskogee in June.
Okay.
So that's 4. So let me give you a double hand slap.
How do college coaches recruit these kids? You know there's no chance they're staying on your program.
Gee, I wonder if they're going to stay if they don't get their way.
Well,
let me see.
Thanks for sharing that, Jack. I did not know the broken arrow part of that. So
that's insane.
This is why I love this show. We get so much great information on the show.
And it's so important. I mean, we've been very fortunate. We've got a very loyal base. And thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe, like, all that good stuff. But to your point, we get people, Dallas on the east side helps us so much with information. Jack's got all kinds of information. Jared and Elgin's really pays attention. I mean, there's just a lot of folks on here that are consistently on here that give us good input, and that helps us a lot. We really appreciate it.
Definitely know what they're talking about. There's no doubt about that. So, okay, game number 5. Oh, this is a good one. The Dell City Eagles. Oh, game number 6. Oh, are we out of order here?
We're at McGinnis and Deer Creek.
Okay, my note cards are out of order. There we go.
On the screen is right.
Yeah, on the screen is correct. I'm off. McGinnis at Deer Creek. No T. Fred. He's got responsibilities tonight. Bishop McGinnis leads this series 10-6.
Yeah.
This used to be a great old 5A matchup.
Used
a little
to be.
throwdown.
Yeah.
DC won last year 53-17. Bishop McGinnis head coach Ryan Stringer, his second season, 24 straight winning seasons for the Fighting T-Freds.
Pretty good. Got
to replace their quarterback. They do have 2 very good offensive linemen, Baylor Moats and Jacob Costello.
They have a combined how many points on the board in their career?
I don't think they've scored any.
They haven't scored anything. Okay.
But Baylor Moats has a lot of D2 offers, and much like Phil, has a 35 on his ACT.
That was the SAT for me.
Well, you took it 4 times, but you got that.
Oh, yeah, cumulative, yeah.
Deer Creek head coach Wade Stanley, his 10th season for the Antlers. 3 starters on offense. New offensive coordinator Jake Hayes was a play caller. Now he's the head coach at the Poto Pirates over in eastern Oklahoma.
Name's so familiar to me.
Deer Creek will need to lean on their defense this season for that offense to come around with a new single caller and a new play caller. So Jared goes Deer Creek. Hunter goes Deer Creek. Jack is torn, but he's going to go Deer Creek. And Deer Creek is a 6A1. It's just a different animal. Yeah, I wonder how long McGinnis, if they want to keep this on the non-district schedule moving forward.
Might be 1 and done. Or 2 and done.
Yeah.
Chris?
Oh, I'm on the board?
You're on the board.
Yeah.
I'm on the clock.
You made it.
So
layups. He gives himself layups. Go ahead.
I'm at
complete layup. Just go ahead.
We're all picking the same games.
Whatever, Chris. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to go Deer Creek.
Can we save some time?
Yeah, Deer Creek.
Deer Creek. Okay. for the exact reason Dallas said. 6A1's a different animal. I mean, the linemen look different.
Although Deer Creek is new to 6A1, right?
They are, but they're still 6A1, and they were 6A2 and had a lot of success last couple of years at 6A2. I mean, I think McGinnis is down this year. So,
you got them going 4 and 6.
Yeah, I was looking for a way to get them to 3 and 7. I just couldn't find it. But 4 and 6.
Goofy Phil.
Game number 4 features the Edmond Memorial Bulldogs hosting the Dell City Eagles. The Dogs lead the series 6-5 overall. They won this one big time last year, 35-0. Edmond Memorial, a state semifinal team a year ago. We saw them over in Claremore. Dell City quarterback, Sincere Overton. He's a sophomore. He took over the play calling or the signal calling after the quarterback Chash Cotner, I believe is how you say his name, went down injury. Cash has now transferred to Norman High School.
Of course.
Dell City running back Rickland Holmes. We talked about him a whole bunch. Offensively and defensively, he's really good. One of the top players in the Oklahoma City area. I think he's committed to New Mexico. And another
New Mexico State.
New Mexico State. I think that's right. And then also another name, Caleb Blackwolf. He grew up in El Reno, transferred into Dell City a couple of years ago, and they can line up anywhere on the field. So Coach Robert Jones has a good nucleus there. Robert Jones, he just has those Carl Albert Titans in his way. Beat him in the semis, beat him in the championship. He's 42-8 as the head coach as he begins.
That's impressive.
I think his 5th season. So Edmond Memorial went from 3-7 to 9-3. Great job there by Coach Meredith. His second run with the Bulldogs. David McComb, his quarterback, is now at the University of Kansas. 7 straight losing seasons before that season a year ago. 2 offensive starters return, but do return 10 back on defense. Ronnie, you're on the clock. Jack goes with Memorial. Dallas goes with Memorial. Jared goes with Dell City.
Well, I like Rickland Holmes a lot. He's going to be a difference maker on both sides of the ball. Give me Dell City.
Dell City.
I'm Dell City as well. This isn't the Edmond Memorial team of last year. The kid that carried them on his back is now in Lawrence, Kansas, playing for KU. You can't, and you got to remember too, guys, Memorial was atrocious, terrible for several years. And then they get this McComb kid comes in, moves in from California during the COVID stuff, becomes, he's a great player. We watched him last year, and I'm just telling you, outside of McCombs, there was nothing that stood out on that team.
Against Bixby.
It was against Bixby, but there was nothing that stood out other than that kid. So I think Dell City wins this game.
And we have that across the board. Game number 3, it is the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders taking on the 4A defending state champions, the Elgin Owls. This is the 4th meeting between these two programs. Elgin 3-0. Elgin won this contest a year ago, 28-7. Head coach Brett Manning of the Highlanders, his 17th season. Lawton MacArthur has only had 3 football coaches in their program history.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 of them have been Mannings.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So Brett Manning, 137-50. And, of course, head coach, our coach of the year last year, Chalmer Wyatt, 7th season, 41-23. But he's won 33 games in the last 3 years. Got a good core coming back as well after losing a senior amount of players a year ago. Ritson Meyer, we talked about him many, many times on the show, and Will, linebacker, running back, 3-sport stud. Adam Austin for Lawton MacArthur. He's a DB. He's headed to Arkansas. Josh Rushing, a wide receiver for Tulsa. We've seen Lawton MacArthur as a few years ago. All these sophomores. There's now 24 seniors at Lawton MacArthur. So this is their chance here at Mac. MacArthur has changed up their defense this year. They're changing it up on offense. Avon Lachlan, he's a dual threat junior quarterback. And Elgin lost a good group, but they have returned a lot of good players. So it is Elgin hosting Lawton MacArthur.
Boy.
Dallas Elgin, Jared Elgin, Jackson Elgin, Hunter
Elgin,
Leslie Elgin, Kenny Elgin.
Don't even play the game, guys. Don't even play the game.
Let me guess. I'm first.
You're first.
Of course. Sweet Jesus.
It's just how it falls, Phil.
It is not. You guys cheat every year. Every year you guys cheat.
If you guys don't know, this is Victim Phil here.
Yeah.
Well, I am a victim.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay. Okay, so can I have the floor for a second?
You better explain this to them.
I do have some explaining to do, okay? In our preseason show, I picked Elgin to win 4A. Did I not?
You did.
I did not.
Well, we know. We'll get to that. But I said they wouldn't go undefeated.
You did say that.
I said they'd go 13-1.
You did say that. You didn't say who that one was going to be, though, did you?
Yeah, I did. If you watch the 5A predictions,
But
I can do whatever I want, though.
it's a new week.
It's a free world.
This hurts me so much. I got to tell this story.
Story time. Yeah.
Real quick story time. Over the course of last year, and we've talked about this off air.
It's your story. Go ahead.
Well, you know this is true. I absolutely fell in love with the kids from Elgin. Did I not?
I mean, we talk about on air or off there?
Off the air.
Last year's seniors or this year's seniors?
Well, the team last year.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I love all the kids. I love the two big linemen. I love the Williams kid that's at Navy now. I love that story. What a great young man, just quality.
I'm waiting for the comma. But
I loved all of it.
Comma, but yeah.
Ritson stud. I mean, absolute stud, right? I picked Mac in the preseason to beat Elgin.
You did.
Right?
You did.
Right? It's preseason. You get to do what you want. That's when you evaluate things, right? Give me Lawton Mac. God, that hurts my soul.
Why does it hurt your soul?
Because I like these guys from Elgin so darn much.
You pick against Guthrie all the time.
I know, but I think I might like Elgin better.
Oh, okay.
I just like the kids. I like the dads. I like the coach. I like everything about Elgin. I like them, and I got to pick against them, and it breaks my heart.
You took all my airtime. I'm going Lawton MacArthur. Yeah. If there was a year to get Elgin, Lawton MacArthur, this is it.
God, I hate that.
This is it. Well, what happens if MacArthur wins?
Well, no, I mean, I think they're going to win. I just hate the pick because if I could adopt some of these kids from Elgin, I would. I mean, I absolutely walking in the state tournament last year, and now, granted, it was a little hit in my heart because they didn't say, "Hey, Phil, good to see you." They say, "Where's Ronnie?" So that hurt me a little bit. But the kids, they're good kids. They're good kids. I enjoy them.
Well, MacArthur has great kids.
I don't know that.
Oh,
I don't know that. I've gotten to know these Elgin kids. I mean, they're just, man, I love what they're doing in Elgin. I still think they're going to win state in 4A, but I got to go with Mac on this one.
Well, watching Elgin last week, they very vanilla, and talked to Coach Wyatt after that.
Oh, it was vanilla.
It was, but he wasn't very happy, and
that's Coach talk.
And it didn't look good. No, he's right. It didn't look good. It didn't look good.
Yeah.
I mean,
they got some weapons.
They have weapons, which we didn't get to see.
They got weapons.
And I need to know, number 5 from Elgin, the Memphis transfers. What I'm hearing, he ran the ball one time. Ran the ball one time.
Wait a second, Memphis transfer.
Yeah,
yes,
moved in from Memphis.
Dude from Memphis. He looks the part.
Why the hell didn't you tell me about this?
We literally texted you that night.
Did you?
Yeah,
Phil, I got
a picture of him.
Okay, sorry.
And so, he did, I don't know if he's injured or what happened, or they just kind of hiding him or whatever it was. But I was a little worried. But Coach Wyatt, after the game, said, "Don't worry."
Oh, sweet Jesus!
we got you.
You didn't send that to me.
So,
can I have a do-over?
Sure, you can.
Okay, Lot Mac. He looks really good.
Oh yeah.
Give me Elgin, Chris. Give me Elgin.
Oh, Ronnie, he's hot. This is one thing I love about you. You are a loyal dude.
No, I am very loyal.
No, you are. You're a loyal dude. He was.
But
right.
I'll turn on you just as fast, right?
Well, me, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, I hate that pick.
Give me the Elgin Owls.
Thank you, Jared Williams. We were staring at him. We were taking pictures of number 5.
And he was staring at us like, why are they taking pictures of me?
Yeah.
Why are they looking at me like that?
And
he better get used to it.
But we never caught a name. Thank you, Davin Clark.
I mean, he looks the part.
Well, and
he ran the ball. I was like, oh yeah.
The one though.
Yeah. By the way, the guy, Ritson's the starter. The guy in the middle.
Yeah, he ran more than he did.
He's really good too.
Yeah,
they got 3 really good runners.
And if Clark, if he turns out to be as good as what we're hearing and how good he is, that might be better for the Elgin Owls to put Ritson back at that middle linebacker spot and give him more focus on that. But Ritson ran for 200-some yards in the championship game. So I don't know.
Keep him healthy.
I know. So I don't know. I mean, if he's as good as they say they are, that's a doubleheader.
That's a great thing to have.
But I will say this: you got to replace those two Division I offensive linemen.
Yeah. You can tell they struggled a little bit last week. You can tell they missed those guys.
I don't care if it's Ritson or who it is.
Thank you.
You know, you're going to go as the big uglies go up front, no matter what level of football we're talking about. Now, I wasn't at the scrimmage last week. I was out of state on assignment, as you like to say,
right.
Getting skunked by Trout. But I just, man, I hate that pick. I hate it.
You're not going to be able to sleep tonight. Braxton Antuna, thank you. I couldn't remember the running back. He's a little bit smaller between the two big guys, but that can be a good thing to mix it up for coach. So it's a good problem I have. I know Elgin lost a lot of good players last year, but they do have a good quarterback. So we'll see.
Well, they've built a program there. I mean, they're a football program.
You're talking about 5A. This is the senior group, 24 seniors. If this is not the year, then I don't know what.
This is going to be a great game.
Yeah. All right, let's quickly go to game number 2 in the state of Oklahoma. It is the Guthrie Blue Jays on the road at Tuttle, Oklahoma, home of Jason White, the Heisman Trophy winner. 5A2 against 4A2. Both teams were in the state championship a year ago. Both teams lose in the state championship game. Guthrie's won 2 of the 3 meetings. Guthrie won the first 2. McAdoo with the game-winning touchdown reception in the south end zone in Guthrie with 16 seconds left gives Tuttle the victory there. And so this year should be another great matchup. Tuttle, last state championship 2018. Guthrie's last state championship 2013. For those 2 programs, it feels like 4 decades ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
And so last year, guys, Tuttle ran for a -1 yard against that Guthrie defense, but Cruz Campbell was 19 of 30, 266 yards and 4 touchdowns. Guthrie had 400 yards of offense and still got beat. So Tuttle's got Sean Roundsville, the running back linebacker. He shared time with McAdoo last year. It's going to be his show this year. Tuttle's won 34 seasons in a row. They made the playoffs. Cruz Campbell last year, guys, 40 touchdowns, only three interceptions. And they got the Lane twins over there from CHA High School. So Tuttle, Guthrie, both have high goals this year, as they do every single year. It is the Blue Jays at the Tigers. T. Fred joins the show just in time to pick. In time to pick against Guthrie. Yeah. Jared goes with the Blue Jays. Dallas goes with Guthrie. Jared says, I hear good things about the O&D lines at Guthrie. They did look good in the scrimmage. Great matchup. Got to go with Tuttle in a close one, Jack says. And Braden Marie goes with the Blue Jays. I'm first?
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. I get all the tough ones.
Is he mocking me?
Yes.
I said
Tuttle's going to win state championship.
You did.
Tuttle is my preseason state championship. This game has no bearing on that.
No, none whatsoever.
It's a
stupid.
Non-district game.
It's dumb.
And Tuttle? Dumb?
He already took all the time up. You got to go.
Yeah. I'm going Guthrie.
You're going with the Blue Jays?
Get your homer picks out. Get your homer comments. Get your homer comments. By the way, you can watch this game on Guthrie News page. I hear the crew does a really good job.
They're pretty good.
Her producer's even better.
We'll find out.
Nucleus.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a great game. Cruz Campbell, boy, I know that Guthrie defense is going to be scared of him because he threw it around the ballpark last year. Again, they didn't run, which you could expect that. Even with Brady McAdoo, they couldn't run the football,
by that.
which is very, very surprising. So that Blue Jay defense is going to be up. If there's rain, give the advantage to the Blue Jays. Because a couple years ago when the Blue Jays went down to Tuttle and they won that game, there was a lot of drop passes. And for the Blue Jays, to have a shot, but to make it a little bit to compete on the defensive side of that part of slowing them down, they're going to have to make some stops. Last week they made some good open field tackles with Bethany and Elgin when they made a few passes. But I'll take the Blue Jays in a very, very close, tough. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be good up front watching those guys up front go at each other.
No.
Guthrie lost Colton Carlock, the quarterback, wide receiver, running back, but Tuttle also loses their top wide receiver from a year ago. So both teams have to make some adjustments.
New quarterback, he can't make mistakes. He cannot make mistakes for Guthrie.
Absolutely.
New quarterback, but he played a lot last year. He's not
split time.
He's not foreign to the pressure. I mean, he stepped up big in the Newcastle game.
A lot of turnovers though last year.
Absolutely,
But he can't do that this year.
As you would expect for a
yeah,
sophomore.
absolutely.
You know, but we know the kid. He's a tough kid. He's a competitor. I think he'll be fine. I think, for me, this comes down to Guthrie Blue Jays defense is potent against the run. They are so good against the run. The key when you have a kid like Cruz that threw, 40 touchdowns against 3 interceptions. Yeah. You got to get up in his face. You got to get pressure on the quarterback. Kelly Beebe, who I think is one of the best defensive minds in 5A football for darn sure. He's fabulous. Just scheming and making adjustments on the move. That whole staff does a good job. I think what's going to happen is if we can get pressure on the quarterback, we don't have to get him every time. We've got to get pressure, got to disrupt him. You lost a lot of weapons on Tuttle's side of the ball. Blue Jays, as we said, the mass majority of our starters, of the Blue Jays starters, are upperclassmen. And don't forget about this. I think, somebody said, well, who are we going to have to get there? I think this is a Kellen Herzl moment. I think this could be a statement game for Kellen. I think you're going to see him blitzing a lot, coming from that linebacker position. I think the Blue Jays get it done. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. Could come down to whoever has the ball last. Yep. But I do believe that Guthrie will get out of there with a win.
Guthrie will play defense no matter what. Guthrie last year lost 12 of the 13 top defensive players, made it to the state championship. This year they got a lot more coming back, so we'll see how they go this year. We do know Guthrie will stop the run. It all comes down to, very simple, how many points can Guthrie score, and how many yards can Cruz Campbell throw for?
Can we get pressure on the quarterback? It's hard to throw the ball when you're running for your life or you're on your back.
It's the Blue Jays and Tigers. Should be a good one. The game of the week inside the great state of Oklahoma, week 0 to get it all. It is the Battle of the Burbs. The Owasso Rams were the best team all season long until the final play in that state championship game against Bixby. Bixby 11-2. Owasso won the game 40-21 this time a year ago, but Bixby state champions won it 43-42. Bill Blankenship, he's a new football coach at Owasso.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
He's pretty good coach.
Yeah, he's got 6 state championships.
Oh, okay.
His son is the offensive coordinator.
Heard that too.
After being fired.
You can say leaving.
Yeah, he got fired at Broken Arrow. Bixby, they've won 10 of the last 11 state championships, including 7 in a row. Owasso, again, very good. Bixby has won 5 of the last 6 against Owasso.
Dallas's comment.
Lauren Montgomery is 5-3
What's
against
his name?
the Rams. Lauren Montgomery.
He's pretty good.
He has a visor.
He's so cool.
The 3-headed running monster at Owasso is now a two-headed monster at Owasso. Remember, Owasso lost on the offensive line, the guy on the left and the guy on the right. They went to OSU in Arkansas. So
defensive line.
Still got Overton.
Still got Taj Overton, probably the number 1 ranked player in the state of Oklahoma his senior year. He's going to the Oklahoma State University. He's committed there anyway. And also Bryson B.B. Brown from Owasso to Broken Arrow. So another player that Owasso has to replace. So Bixby, you can argue Bixby has 3 of the top 10, 12 players in the state of Oklahoma. Cord Nolan at linebacker, tight end. Carson Kirby, the quarterback. His brother won a lot of championships. He's won championships, and Braden Presley is back as well. So,
and then, of course, the third head of the 3-headed monster is now out.
Yeah, we mentioned that earlier. Yeah, Jason Mole. Yeah. Jason Mole goes from Owasso to Bixby.
Makes no sense.
And so he gets to play his team right off the bat.
Makes no sense.
What makes no sense is these guys picked Broken Arrow to win the state championship. I got Bixby winning the state championship. Bixby's going to roll in this game.
What?
Give me the Spartans.
Well, you got to take a shot at Chris and I.
It's not a shot.
Because you were just talking about how great the Bixby is. Man, it's unfair. But
they are great.
Then you picked Broken Arrow. It's okay. Go
Bixby's
ahead.
Great.
Bixby.
Yeah, Bixby by a bunch.
Yeah.
Now, if my house depended on it,
that's
a different story.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. Yeah, I get that. Okay.
Don't forget, we get to change in the playoffs.
Oh, that's right.
We only get 1 change, though.
Well, I know. I only need 1 this year.
So everybody in Chatsville is going Bixby. Everyone here is going Bixby.
Go ahead, Chris.
I can really go out on it.
You can make a move.
You go down 3 games to me.
You two both took the safe picks all night, like you do every damn year. The safe picks.
I picked Elgin. You guys picked Mac.
The safe pick. Safe pick.
Safe pick?
Yeah, your fan base.
everyone's trying to go 10-0. Why would they go try to go 9-1 or 8-2? They're trying to go with the best what they have.
Phil did with his Midwest City pick.
Yeah, that one right there. That was a heart pick. That was a heart pick.
So Bixby Spartans all the way across the board for the state for the top game in the state of Oklahoma.
Now, Dallas, you say Bixby big. Is that what you think, or is that what you want?
I think that's what he thinks, and that's what he wants.
We'll put it on the screen there for you. There it is. That's official now there. So, all right. Best of luck to all the teams this year, this week. Next week, we'll be breaking down games, stats, players, all that good stuff. Our High School Huddle top 5, if you missed that, is on social media also, or on our preseason show last week. So those have not changed because no one has lost the game. So the top 5 remains the absolute same. So that will do it for this show. We're going to go switch some things on the computer. Our other channel, Second Banana Media on YouTube, we're about to do an open mic podcast over there. So if you want a little bit more, I don't know why you would, but we're going to go over there and have some fun.
Ronnie and I, we're pretty damn good on that show.
You're a little bit more loose on that show.
Yeah. Not quite buttoned down.
All right. So big thank you to all of our great sponsors, including our title sponsor, Red River Roofing. Thank you to all the great people in Chatsville. You guys did an outstanding job. And Jared says, let's go get the football year going. Go Navy, beat everyone.
Come on.
Absolutely. So that'll do it here on the High School Huddle. We'll talk to you next week here on the High School Huddle.